Welcome back to Braziere and Brits. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
And, okay, here's something that has been bothering Natalie for a long time. Since we ever started RVing. And I've finally given in. Because a nice company have sent us this and we're going to test it. But we finally have a dishwasher for our RV. Now, like the big Class A's, like the fancy stuff, they have built-in dishwashers. I don't know of any more affordable rigs that actually have dishwashers. So this is really, unless you want to spend 500,000 up for a rig with a built-in dishwasher, you're going to have to do something like this. But this, actually, I just read the manual and it's very exciting.
You read a manual?
I did.
Oh,
I just wanted to know what it did. And I'm not a huge fan of this. It's only the two of us. Washing up isn't really a big deal. And honestly, for me, I put it on the side here and the next day it's clean and back in the cabinet. So I don't understand why we need this. Anyway, let's roll the intro and then I'll show you. Well, we've never used it, so we're going to see how it works.
Really makes me wonder.
Okay, so first of all, it comes in a massive box. We've obviously taken that out. You have the front door, you have the rack, and it comes with a few things. This is the drain hose. Need that. This is so you can connect it to a water source. We probably aren't going to need that. That's for your cutlery, sorry, silverware. Then you have a rack, and then you have this, which I'm going to explain in a moment. But yeah, so there's that. And then you also get a jug, and I will explain that in a moment as well. But first, I'm impressed, Natalie, with the features they have here. So there is, I'm going to run through these real quick. So there is a normal mode, obviously. Then there is an eco mode, just if you're just trying to rinse the dishes and stuff. There is a quick load, just for like really light washing. There is a strong mode, suitable for washing baby bottles, oily and grimy tableware or pet products. Okay, then there is a glass mode, suitable for glassware and fragile stuff. There is a fruit mode.
What?
You can put your fruit in this. You obviously don't put any detergent in it, but you can put your fruit in this, and then it just basically cycles it with room temperature water to wash the fruit.
That's
kind of handy. I wonder if our dishwasher does it. I wouldn't know. Then you have a child lock. There is a child lock thing on there if you have kids. There is obviously a start-stop. There is a self-clean, just to clean it out. They all need cleaned out. There is a dry feature. So this actually does two different things. It will set 60 minutes of hot air drying.
Nice.
So it will dry the dishes, obviously. And then 72 hours of automatic intermittent ventilation to remove odours and facilitate storage. So if you plug it in, it will just keep it aired out so that you don't, if there's anything rotting in there. Then you have the power button. So anyway, I was quite impressed with all of those different options.
Yes.
So I think we typically just do some kind of eco mode. But for now, we're going to show you how to set it up and we're going to try it. And we'll just do a normal wash. And then we'll see how it works. Now we have various dishes here that we saved over the last 2 days. So some of them, I know it's gross. It's gross, but I want to see. So we had some breakfast this morning, and we had some wet stuff as well. So we had baked beans. Obviously, we're British. We had baked beans for our breakfast.
Yeah.
Both days actually. Just because we don't eat a whole can, we split it over 2 days. We don't always have beans for breakfast.
They don't care.
No, I mix. The comments will be like, "Oh, you're Brits, you're eating beans every day." It's like a religious thing. At 4 o'clock, we have to have tea. That's also a myth. I mean, I would drink tea at 4 o'clock, but we don't do it every day. Anyway, so what my point is that they are soil plates. So we have some that we used this morning that are still fresh, and then we have the stuff from yesterday that it's all dried. So I want to see how this performs. That's my reasoning. Long way of saying it. Okay, so I'm not going to connect it to this is just a normal water hose. I'm not going to do that because we have another option. Up here, there is a tank. So you can fill the water up. You can fill this up with water using this jug. Now it takes about 3 of these, and apparently it should beep when it's filled up.
Okay. Is it have to be distilled water or anything, or just water?
No, just normal water, I think.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's it. So just normal water. So the way we're going to run it, so, do you know? Actually, let me fill this up and then I'll explain all that.
Okay.
Alright, so I've turned the power on so that I know when it's full, because it's going to beep when it's full. So I'm going to put about 3 of these in here. Okay, we're waiting for a beep, so it should be any moment. There it is. Alright, so it's basically exactly 3 of these. I did 1.8 litres. Alright, so we're on. Okay, so the coolest thing about this that I've just realised is you can obviously plug it to a main water thing, or you can use the tank. Now the cool thing about the tank is you can fill this up and just put it outside.
Yeah.
So if it's noisy or anything, which we don't know, we'll find out in a moment, you can just put it outside. Now it is going to drain. I don't know what campground owners will think about that. Personally, I don't care about washing dishes outside. People do it using the outdoor shower anyway.
And then they throw the dish bowl stuff
Yeah, or you have
anyway.
a dish bowl and you fill it up, especially if you're boondocking, so state parks and things. So you could essentially just have this outside, connect it to the power in the bay, and you can run it outside. So, alright, however, in this case we are going to do it inside the rig. And so our next step, so some people, if you have a sink big enough, you can put this in the sink and just let it drain out, but I'm going to use this drain hose. Underneath here we have this is for the water inlet, and then this is the drain plug, and it just pops on. And then this actually comes with a little sucker on it, so you can just sucker that on there.
That's cute. So I do want to mention the reason that I picked don't stand like that. You're like stand with your belly where. Breathe in, sweetheart. What is that noise?
Oh, might be the hose.
Okay, so I do want to mention the reason that I picked a fry up for what now?
0G hose finally broke.
Lawrence, I'm gonna get through the sentence if it kills me.
Okay.
So I know Lawrence was mocking me because to have a dishwasher for just 2 of us, but as most of you know, when there's anything greasy or like the Indian food we like, it is impossible to get off the plates. Now we do have the Corelle plates, is it?
Yeah.
So we don't have the plastic ones, but even still, the camp water is not hot enough generally to actually get grease off plates. Hence the fry up, because then we have eggs and bacon and it's all greasy, and we have the beans like you said. So let's see if it actually gets off the grease.
Alright, so just to show you in and around here, so this is obviously the tray that pulls in and out, it slides in and out, everyone knows how to use a dishwasher. And then it is pretty much basically exactly the same, so you have 2 sprays, you have one at the top here and one at the bottom here, and then you have a filter, and I'm sure this bit probably comes out as well. So you can clean all the filters and things, and then the drain obviously goes down into there. So any normal household dishwasher is basically exactly the same, but it's just a small dishwasher with a tank of water, really.
Cool.
So I'm hoping this will work exactly as the one in the house. So just to show you what we're testing this with, that is yesterday's coffee cup.
It's a little bit of an unfair test.
No, it is, but I want to see how bad it is. So they're quite particular about how you load this. I'm sure most dishwashers probably are. I never read the instructions before. This one is pretty clean. Natalie's morning vodka. Alright, and then we have the plates and things and the forks. You can see here, I'm sorry this is gross, but you can see that all of the stuff is kind of
Caked on.
So. Alright, so I've got the plates in, I've got the mugs. You can also tip that down and put more mugs on there. And then finally we have
the beans
the
pan.
beans pan, so that's not too bad. You can see it's still pretty gross. So I'm going to dump that there, and I did forget Natalie's glass, which has had
Dark and stormies
in it. So I'm just going to throw that here. Let's see if this closes. Something's stopping it. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah! Plastic. Alright, one thing I forgot, detergent, so it still has a bit here. Detergent. It says 8 grams, but we've got a pod. Hopefully that'll work.
Yeah.
It'll be alright, won't it?
I don't know.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
I want to see how noisy it is, and then we'll skip to the end. So, I will say I don't like these, like, they're not buttons. It's a screen, you know, like a phone screen. So I'm not keen on that. I prefer buttons. But anyway, okay, we're just going to do a normal wash and then start.
Non-wash is 69 minutes.
Oh, is it? Oh, it says 69 on here, you're right.
It's a very precise number. So excited.
We'll fast forward to when it actually really gets going. At the moment, it's just making a buzzing noise. But I'm interested, this is important, the sound test.
Yes.
Because if you want to run it overnight or something, then you need to know. Or if you want to run it outside, you don't want to annoy neighbours. Alright, I can see the water coming in. This is amazingly quiet.
Yes, it really is.
It's our dishwasher in the house is like no, it's really loud.
Clunk, clunk.
Yeah, clunk, clunk, clunk. So anyway, this is very quiet so far. Obviously, it's just doing a bit of a pre-rinse, I'm guessing. The only thing that's disappointing, it turned the nice blue light off.
Yeah.
And there's no button for the light. So, who is this? Navona?
Yeah.
Nanova, sorry, I knew it was those letters. Nanova, so Nanova, if you're watching this, it would be cool to have a light button on here. So that you can see the blue light, because I like it. Alright, it's been an hour, just over an hour. I was going to come out and film a bit more of the washing cycle to see how much noise it was making, but I think it just continued as it was. However, oh yeah, the reason why we didn't come out is because there was a huge storm came over here at Florida, and so one, I would have got wet coming from our house to our rig, and two, you wouldn't have been able to hear anything. So a couple of things I did is I put the blocker in the sink so we can see the dirty water. So it is dirty water, which is good. We have not opened this yet. I can see it's doing the fan thing, so it's doing the drying thing. So let's open it, see what it looks like. Okay, it's still a little bit wet. Right, the pan is probably the worst one, right? Wow! Look, can you see?
Wow.
That is
That was caked on there.
amazingly clean.
That was a day's work.
Alright, the silverware, yeah, that's all good. Yeah, definitely all good. Alright, I want to check. Right, your mug, which was very clean. Yeah, very clean.
Well, I rinsed it.
Oh, did you?
Like
So I did not rinse this, and it was hard, solid.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Wow.
No
Even our
way.
dishwasher doesn't get it that clean.
You're right, actually, this is better than our one inside. So these are clean, that's clean. Right, the plates. Immaculate.
Oh, it's
Immaculate.
little bit of
Oh,
on
one
there.
little bean. Well, the plates are all dry as well. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with this. The glasses, that is cleaner than our house one.
That is cleaner than the house.
So there's one little bit of beans on this,
Yeah.
which is obviously just washed around. Let me just check the filter quick. Wow, it's all very clean here. Cool, so it's obviously disintegrated everything and it's all in the sink, so nice. I'm really impressed, actually. I still don't want this, I'm not going to lie, because it's massive, but...
How much does it weigh?
Oh, not very much at all.
Oh,
Well, it has got full of dishes and stuff.
that's
but-
true, okay.
Yeah, no, it's...
And Lawrence, how much does this cost?
Dunno, what was it? Like-
269.
269
On
currently.
sale. at the
On
moment.
sale for 269.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave a link below. Honestly, I'm really impressed with this. Storage is the problem.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I like the idea that you can fill up the tank and then just put it outside.
True, yeah.
And it's not, I mean, the noise isn't a problem at all.
No.
It was dead quiet. And it's quiet enough that we could put this on overnight in the rig.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But, I mean, it has to be that size for, like, frying pans.
Oh yeah, for the
I think
obvious...
it's very compact for what it is.
Well, the biggest thing is the big plates. So we typically, on an effort to cut down on our portion sizes, we use the little plates rather than full plates.
Yeah.
It's a good tip, by the way, if you're trying to lose weight. Use the little plate because you can load it up and it looks like you've got loads of food. And so you need a space for the big plates. So I understand the size, but it's still a big thing for RV life. But
I think
Yeah.
from timers. And doesn't Our Life Whirlwind, they have one, they love
do.
theirs.
yeah, Rob and Michelle, they
Yeah.
love theirs. So yeah, I mean, this is great. I would definitely... Before you got this, I would have said no. Well, I have said no for 4 years to a dishwasher. But this
Couldn't
is...
refuse a free
Yeah.
trial.
But, you know, we might have to make a choice between this and the air fryer. Depending on what rig we get, it depends, you know, it's a big thing. But it is light, you can go and put it anywhere. When it's running, you can put it outside. So, yeah, no, it gets my vote, for sure. I'm very, very impressed with this. And I do like the fact that it's a clear glass as well, so you can see what's going on.
Yeah, that is cool.
Anything else?
No, I think
That's
we're
about
done.
it. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're as pleasantly surprised as I am about this. So if you know anyone who wants this, share away. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please check that you are subscribed, because people are being unsubscribed from random YouTube channels all the time. So just check that you've hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon and switched it to all. It's right next to the subscribe button. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the thanks button. Natalie loves it when you do that. And if you'd like to come a Braziere and support Natalie and myself, you can hit the join button. Apart from that, we will see you next week, where we'll be looking at more rigs. And we've had so much great feedback on the rigs we have seen. A few things, we actually just had a message recently that said you don't want a rear kitchen in a fifth wheel because that's the bounciest part of the rig, which means everything's going to move around, which is a really good point that we hadn't thought about.
Yeah.
So any insights that you have whilst we're rig shopping, we'd really appreciate that as well. It's very, very helpful. All right, we will see you next week.